Well, hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us here at Lemongrass Spa. I'm Heidi Leist, and I have a very special guest with me today. It's Heather Miller. And Heather, I'm so thrilled that you're going to be on today because we are going to attempt to show the ladies at home a little bit more about glamming it up for the holidays. And I know I'm ready. It's that time of year where you want just a little bit of extra glimmer, a little bit of extra glam, add a little more boost of color. We haven't been out in the sun quite as much. And so tell us a little bit tonight, Heather, what you're going to be sharing with us.
I am so excited to be here, Heidi. Thank you so much. So basically, we're going to take our everyday look and just a few extra products to give it that little extra spice for the holidays, right? We always want to, like you said, glam it up, but we're busy and we can do this very quickly and simply with just a few products. So I'm so excited to share these tonight with you.
Well, we're thrilled that you're here, Heather. So let's take a step back. Tell us how you got started with lemongrass in the first place and what you're so excited about in your business right now.
Well, it starts way back in 2014. A friend of mine sent me a little information kit where I could check out the products. And at the time, I was recovering from breast cancer treatment and really trying to go natural, but struggling because there really wasn't a lot out there that I felt was truly safe and clean for me. So I dove into the products and immediately fell in love and joined pretty much within 2 or 3 days, actually on my husband's birthday. That was his birthday gift. Was a brand new business for me. And, my passion is just really to help others and help others find that safe, clean, and natural products. Because after journeying through breast cancer, mine was environmentally caused, and I learned a lot in that process. And basically, I was told by my oncologist to go as clean and green as possible with everything that I brought in my home and go organic with what I ate. And then most importantly, with my skin to make sure that it was pure and clean. And that's exactly what I found at Lemongrass Spa. So it's been this wonderful marriage of living the lifestyle that I need to and want to, and then helping others learn how to live that lifestyle too. And I do have a passion for makeup. That was probably the scariest journey for me, was trying to find that clean makeup, truly clean and truly safe, but that performed. And at Lemongrass Spa, I found it all. Skincare, body care, makeup. So definitely this has just been a passion project for me since 2014. And I love helping other women learn how to use our natural products and support their bodies at the same time while loving the products that they're using.
Well, I know, Heather, you have so much fun, not only with the products, but also with the women that are involved with this company. And you've made so many great friends. So we could talk about that for days. But tonight,
Really?
I know everybody came to hear a little bit more about some makeup tips, and you do such a beautiful job of demonstrating. So I'm going to let you take it away, Heather, and show some of those step-by-step things that you have for us this evening.
All right, ladies, I'm so excited to share this look with you. Let's start with what I'm currently wearing. I've got our liquid foundation on, a little tiny bit of concealer on my lids, and then I have 2 of my favorite colors for every day, and it's in our Loose Shadow collection. This is Kaleidoscope, and that is right on the lid here, and I put a little bit up here at the brow bone. And then our Dazzle. Dazzle is rocked into the crease right there. And if you have hooded eyes, I'm going to teach you a few tricks to help them look a little bit more open and alive. If you're not sure if you have hooded eyes, really easy to know. If you just open up your eyes and your upper skin tends to sag a little bit, that happens to more mature women. That is an indicator that you do have hooded eyes. Or if your brow bone tends to protrude over a little bit more prominently, then that's another indicator as well. But don't worry, I'm going to give you all the tips and tricks. So let's get started with what we're going to do to give the eyes a little bit more glam. So this would be an easy look to go from day to night. Maybe you have been chasing the kids around the home all day and you're meeting some girlfriends for cocktails and you just want to step it up a little bit. You'll be able to use it with this palette, or maybe you're going to go to dinner with your hubby and you want to add that little extra glam after a long day of work. This is going to work for everyone. So this is our Coco Confections Baked Palette, and I love it. Heidi, this is the best because it is so wonderfully powerful. A little bit can go a long way, and it has amazing staying power all day. So we're going to start with this medium shade here. And in a trio of colors really is all you need to go from a very simple look to a very glamorous look. So I'm going to share the colors here with you. The lightest is our brulee, our highlighter. The medium shade is a perfect base, and that's hazelnut and then truffle here. And look at the beauty in this. It's just got that little bit of glimmer and shimmer, exactly what you're going to want for the holidays. But we're going to start with this medium shade. So I'm going to pick it up right on the tip of the brush here. And all of the brushes that I'm going to be using are lemongrass spa brushes. They are excellent at easy application. So you can see where I begin. If you look right into the mirror, and if you go right where your pupil is, that's where we're going to start applying a little bit of color. And what I like to do is to drop the color a little bit higher. So if I was to go down to where my natural crease is, which is actually right about here, you wouldn't see it. So we're going to go up a little bit higher. And the beauty of doing this is it helps your eyes look uplifted. So it's kind of like cheating an eye lift. So it's a really handy tip and trick. So we're going to start by first pressing this medium shade in, and I'm going to bring it down just a little bit towards my lashes, but I'm not coming over. You can see that I'm stopping right here. I'm going to blend a little bit over to the center, but if I was to go really heavy over here, it's going to close off my eyes, and we don't want to do that. So let's go into the other side. So fast and easy. So you could throw this in your bag. Just throw it in a cosmetic bag and take it to work with you. So when it's time to get a little bit of extra something, little extra spice, before you go out, you'll be all ready to go. And don't worry about making this perfect, because we're going to blend it all together and it's going to work so very well. So now I've transitioned brushes. This is our crease brush, and I am just going to go in little circles, and this helps soften the look. And you can see it's bringing that beautiful rich color. It's perfect for the holidays. Going in small circles here on this other side, and then you can start that back and forth motion. And then I like to use the edge of the crease brush to really fan things out. You can also use the lighter shade to transition between the crease and the brow. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to wipe off my brush, and this is going to add a little bit of lift and glimmer. Now the key is, as you do this, just go very lightly. And you want to leave a little gap between the medium shade and the brow bone. So just a little gap. We'll do this on the other side, just a little bit, just a little bit. And now what I'm going to do is add the little bit of dark color right into this outer area. And that's going to add a little bit of depth, a little bit of intrigue, and a little bit of interest. So I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm going to just you can see that I'm just using the tip. And again, this is the crease brush. And I'm going to come right into the corner, and we are just going to press this in. So you can see I'm kind of doing this motion from the bottom to the top, bringing a little bit of lift. And then we're going to blend this all together, but you can see that it's going to have a lot of impact right at the edge. We'll do this to the other side, focusing on the edge, all in that uplifting motion. And this crease brush is magical, because even if it looks a little bit heavy, just a couple of swirls really will soften it. So just little tiny swirls. And we're bringing that uplifted motion, upswept. And look at the definition now. My eyes definitely look a lot more open and alive and ready to go. Now, what I can do to add a little bit more glamour is I'm going to use our angled liner brush. I love this one. And a little bit of our setting spray. And I'm going to take that shadow and turn it into a liner. I have a little bit of liner on, but hey, if I'm going to go out for some fun with friends or a nice dinner with hubby, I want to look my best. So I'm going to go into this darkest shadow, and this is truffle. And with this damp brush, as I pick up the color, I'm creating a shadow liner, which I think is so wonderful on women of all ages. It's a little bit softer, and I love how I can play off the colors in this palette, because sometimes a black eyeliner is just too harsh. So this is so easy to do. What you're going to do is just gently hold the skin back a little bit, and you're just going to run this color right across the lashes, as close to the lashes as you can get. Now, I do have some mascara on, but there's no tugging. It just goes right across the edge so easily. And we'll do it on the other side. And I'm going to turn, as you can see, this angled brush, I'm going to turn it kind of at an angle at the edge and then gently just fan it out. And that provides with that upswept motion that we're trying to get, so the eyes look lifted and away. And now I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to just go right under the edges of the eye with the excess. Okay, so there we have the eyes, but you know what? It's been a long day. I need to step it up a little bit underneath the eyes and get some brightening. So I'm going to grab my pink brightening concealer. If you don't have a concealer or flawless concealer in your arsenal, definitely get one. You can use either a pink flawless or go a shade or two lighter than your natural skin tone. Whenever using a concealer under the eyes, just going that little bit lighter is so important because it's going to add that bit of brightening, but you don't need a ton. If you've used concealers in the past and it just kind of caked or creased or didn't look great, give this one a try. It's lightweight, it's creamy, and you only need the tiniest amount to get that brightening. So I'm going to apply this right here at the corner of the eye just to help brighten. I tend to have like a blue undertone that casts a shadow there. So I want to brighten that up. And then I'm going to come over here and we're going to clean up the edges. We'll do this here as well. There we go. So just a few dots. And then I grab another one of our lemongrass spa brushes. This is our concealing brush. I love this brush. Again, whenever you're going to apply makeup, it's like an artist palette. You want to make sure that you have good quality brushes, because that can make the difference between an okay application or an amazing application. So definitely, if you haven't started, give our collection of brushes a try. So what I'm doing is I'm going right into the center and I'm doing little taps. And I'm going to bring this down, and then we're coming over and we're going up. I'm closer to 50 than I am 40. And so any time that I can give my eyes an upswept motion, I'm going to go for it. So we're brightening that up, and then I'm going to just do a tiny little feather. And then we'll come over to the other side, so fast and easy. And as I'm doing this, I'm cleaning up the edge of that shadow and softening the edge, but keeping that upswept motion. Okay, next up is one of my favorite products. And I think Heidi might be giving away a few of these tonight. This is our Sheer Minerals Sugar and Spice Baked Bronzer Highlighter Duo Palette. It does it all. It really does. And on most days I grab this and that's all I'm wearing, because it's so fast and easy. But I'm going to use it tonight to kind of step up what I already have on my face. I just want a little bit of warmth. You can see I'm a very fair complected girl, and I used to never wear bronzers because they always made me look kind of dirty. You know, it just never could find the right shade. But I'm telling you, women of every skin tone love this palette. There's some sort of magic in here. Christmas magic is what we'll call it. But here's the sugar, here's the spice, and here is our angled brush, blush brush. And this makes the perfect companion to really be able to make a beautiful application on the face. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start first right up here at the forehead. And I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to do it in this motion. So I've got the fan going down. So I'm going to go right across. And so in this half and half motion, I'm doing two things. I'm getting the spice at the bottom, which is the bronzer, and the highlighter right at the edge. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go right next to the hairline, and we're just going to go in a sweeping motion. As I do this, it casts a little bit of shadow at the top, and then adds a little bit of reflection. You can see that beautiful little reflection. And women who have larger foreheads, we're always looking to kind of minimize that look. And now I'm going to use this on the cheeks as well. We're going to do the same motion. We're using this edge to pick up the sugar, spice for the bottom, and I'm going to carve into my cheeks a little bit more of a cheekbone. Now I do have a little bit of blush on my cheeks here. What I'm wearing, believe it or not, is our Flirt lipstick. I have it on my lips right now, and then I have it on my cheeks. And it's just 2 or 3 dabs, and I just pressed it in with my finger, but I need a little bit more. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start at the apple of the cheeks and go back just a touch, and we're sweeping up. And you can see as I do this, look at that beautiful color. It's giving me a little bit of definition on my cheekbone, and you're seeing that highlighter come up. So there we go. How beautiful is that? And I love that it's so buildable. These formulations, especially our baked shadows, all of our shadows are wonderful, but our baked shadows and our baked bronzer, sugar and spice palette, it's so good because it lasts so long. And I have that little glow. I love that. So let's do it on this side. So remember to go back just a little bit. Leave a little bit of space between your nose and the apple of your cheek, and then go back. And we are just sweeping this in an upward motion. And look how beautifully it pairs with our Coco Confections eyes. I mean, this is definitely holiday glam without being too over the top. I really love that. Looks so good. Now, the other thing that you can do, if you have a sagging chin, you can take that bronzer. So I'm just going to focus on the bottom of this, and I'm going to go right underneath my chin. And doing this uses that darker color, it casts a shadow, and then you can fan down. And if maybe you have a beautiful dress and you want to just highlight that décolleté, you could use the highlighter portion and just run it along the bone there. Or if maybe you're just looking a little sallow, you can warm up the skin with the spice color of this palette. It's so versatile. Every woman needs this, but finally, I'm going to share one more thing that you can do with this. Actually, 2 more. You can put a little bit of highlight right down your nose with it, and you can touch the tip. That adds a little bit of brightening. You could even do the same thing with your chin, right up above Cupid's bow. And then, of course, one of my favorite things to do with this is I like to add that little extra pop to my eyes. So I will grab the sugar color and just lightly tap right here. It adds a little bit of reflectivity. And on casual days, this is my eyelid base. And then I use this in the crease. Again, this is something that every woman needs. You're going to love it. Now, finally, we've got to maybe add a little bit of berry and Mary to our lips. So what I'm going to do is blot off my Flirt. By the way, Flirt is another neutral that you'll love. Look how great it looks with red that I'm wearing already. And this really is more of a neutral shade. But we're going to give it a little bit of blot. And I'm going for the berriest color in our lipstick collection, Cabernet. Look at this beauty. It's perfect for the holidays. So I'm going to add just a little bit to the lips. We're going to blot that in. And then, of course, because it's Lemongrass Spa and we have amazing products, I have to spotlight one more product. And we are going to go for one of my favorite colors in our collection. There's actually 2 that I set out because I couldn't decide. I mean, look, they're both beautiful. And this is our Ruby Lip Gloss. But today, with the color palette that I've got on, I'm going for Velvet. I love this shade so much. It's so lightweight on the lips, and it takes just a little bit to add some interest. There we go. So, Heidi, I think I am ready for drinks, girlfriend. We need to go have some drinks.
You are definitely ready for drinks. Where are we meeting?
Let's go. I'm ready.
Let's go. You are definitely ready. That is a gorgeous look, Heather, on you. Amazing. All those tips. I loved how you really keyed in on blending with the eyeshadow. I think that's where a lot of us go wrong, is thinking, okay, we put too much on, but really it's the magic is in blending. You picked the easiest way to go are those palettes with those 3 colors. We've already done the work for you. They're so neutral. They go with everything. And you are exactly right. Tonight, I want to give away 5 of those sugar and spice baked bronzer and highlighter palettes. They're absolutely gorgeous. Heather, you're exactly right. You can use them for bronzer and highlighter on cheeks and foreheads, but you know what? They also double as an eyeshadow. And so I have one of those in my desk. I keep as a backup all the time, one in the purse, and then of course one with my makeup. So I actually have 3 of those because I just never know when I might want to touch up. I mean, we're on Zoom calls all the time and just busy on the go women. And so this is just our go-to, isn't it?
It is. I could not live without this palette. And when I travel, these are the only 2 products that I take with me, along with my foundation and a lipstick and some mascara, which, by the way, I forgot to do, Heidi. Should we add a little mascara? Add some
Well, we might
mascara.
want to add a little mascara. Your
Yes.
mascara is held so well.
I know
So-
it's looking good, but at the end of the day, I want to give it a little bit more. So I have to spotlight this because when we came out with this formulation, it was like the heavens parted. It was everything that I ever wanted in mascara. So this Sheer Volume mascara, and it works so well. And like the magic is in the brush. Truly, with this one, the formulation is fantastic, but we have this amazing little brush, and it really grabs all of those lashes. So I'm going to just tuck my hair back, and you know what? I've got to just give my eyes that little extra lift. Look at how easy it is to apply this. And the thing that I love about this is it gives that falsy look. And mascara can be one of the most toxic ingredients on the market. And this really goes that extra mile. And look at
Does. It
that.
looks
The
full.
length is amazing. I love it.
It adds a lot of fullness, and you're exactly right. People are like, wait a minute, are those her real lashes or
Right.
are they fake? No, they're real. So best wishes for all of you. And Heather, what a gorgeous, gorgeous look. Thank you so much for the extra glam just in time for the holiday. It's perfect.
Thank you, Heidi, and thank you for these amazing clean creations. It's so much fun when it's makeup time in my house to just dive into these products. So can't wait to see other women and the looks that they create with our products.
I agree. Heather, thank you so much and have a great night, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Bye. Thank you.